What is up? It's Sunwave, and today we're taking a look at Victorious Boxers 2 Fighting Spirit and all of the fundamentals and basics that you'll need to master in order to hold your weight in this game. Two important things to keep in mind when you're playing Victorious Boxers 2 is the fact that every single character plays entirely differently, and secondly, you need to pay attention to the fact that the controls are essentially up to you in terms of how far you can take this game. You'll need to customize things to your liking, and we'll go over that here in a second. But one small tip you can follow is to take a look at the fighters on your roster in exhibition and pay attention to their hand placement here on the portrait screen. That will kind of give you an idea of where their block and hands are going to be. Depending on their hand positioning, they'll be able to absorb punches, as well as if you're using the block button and you tap it, it'll give you an idea of the forgiveness of the frame window for your blocking. So if we take a look, for example, at Ippo here, he has that kind of Dempsey roll, Mike Tyson style stance, and you'll see that his elbows and hands will sometimes absorb punches to the body, but a lot of the times he'll be passively blocking his face. First things first, when you start the game, you're going to want to analyze your button settings and your angle settings, as well as your view. So we'll go to button settings. You can see we can change all of the triggers to whatever we're comfortable with. Feel free to experiment with the different options. I have sway on LT, L1 is uppercut, RT is special move, and R1 is guard. And I also use for left analog stick expert mode. But let's get into this, right? So you have analog stick options. You have normal and expert. Normal mode, you'll be walking at a normal speed and you'll double tap the analog stick in any direction in order to do steps or leaps. In expert mode, you have to very, very cautiously move the analog stick in order to get normal walking movement, leaping, circling, and larger movements as such. So I always use expert mode, and we'll go from there. We will go to angle settings. Now, by default, I believe it starts at +9 angle to accommodate for your hands being at an angle on the controller, but you might want to experiment with these and try everything out. Now, by default, you don't have screen synchro mode on. It is off, which means that the analog stick is equivalent to the perspective of your boxer's POV, which means moving up on an analog stick will make your boxer move forward, down, backward, left and right is circling. But if you screen sync like I do, moving the analog stick to the right, for example, would move us towards the opponent boxer, so on and so forth. And it just synchronizes your movement as such. Now, if we go to change view, you get all different type of camera angles. Pick the one you want, which one makes you most comfortable. I'm cool with view 0. Alright, so our match has begun. As you can see, we're already kind of squaring up and blocking some punches by default, taking others, but that's just because of Ippo's guard. What you'll want to do is master, whether you're on normal or expert, distancing, movement, and range. So with distancing, we're just going to try to get out of the way of all these punches. Go ahead, throw crazy. Sometimes we're blocking them by default. Maybe pump your block button a little and try to circle that lead hand while also avoiding the hook from it. But yeah, don't go into their dominant hand. Now you'll want to sometimes kind of take a little step or change directions for a setup into that dominant hand, but most of the time you're going to want to be circling outside of it. So just like that, and you'll see, we'll do little fine movements and large movements, trying to bait them out, get different attacks going, and you just want to master your range and distancing as such. We'll also want to incorporate that sway. I have it on L2, and you'll want to do things such as that. Figure out head movement, figure out how you're going to dodge. Use your head movement to bridge into stepping out just like that. And we'll just keep working at head movement to avoid punches here. Yeah, that distancing and range is going to be a big thing. Different matchups will provide different opportunities to move out of the way, strafe, pivot, everything in between, just like that. We took a little punch, but overall he is missing most of his punches. We threw 0 punches, landed 0 punches. He threw 53 and landed 20. So again, distance and range management. We're going to work on making him not hit any at all. Let's try that, okay? So we'll be taking our little steps. He landed 1 there, but we want very high miss ratio on this guy. And I don't think he's going to let us. Starting to tag us up, but come on. Throw some punches, buddy. We're here to dodge him. Yep, use that sway. Step out from the sway. Go inside, exit to the outside. So on and so forth, like this. Try to make him miss as much as possible. But really get familiar with your stepping distance. Okay, sway's working good. We're stepping into that dominant hand, but we're also not getting too familiar or comfortable with it. We keep stepping to the outside. What you got? Step in, step out. Try to bait some punches out of him. Again, we want a low punch landed ratio. He's kind of doing better on us now. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be doing crazy damage to us, but he is landing. That sway is really going to help you out with that head movement. All boxing games, figure out your head movement. Even in real boxing, tall or short, figure out your head movement, how you're going to use that. Level changes, everything in between. We'll do that sway, step out, just like that. Go on the inside, try to sway, step out, maybe run into some punches too. Seems like, but yeah. Head movement, head movement, head movement. We're circling. So he landed 18 of 59. That is pretty good. For this third round, what we're going to want to do is now incorporate the jab. So the jab, for some people, you're going to be able to use on the inside, others on the outside, or both. For Ippo here, in most of his forms, we're going to be wanting to step in with the jab. So figure out the jab for your character, what ranges work, what doesn't. We'll circle, throw that jab, duck, throw that jab, take a step, get an angle, throw another jab, 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 go. Create some work on the inside, step in, charge like a bull, kind of like in real boxing, don't be afraid. Step in, get that jab off. Again, about figuring out that range for different characters. Some you'll be able to use that outside. With Ippo here, we're not really able to, as you could tell. So we want to step more on the inside and circle while we're throwing that jab. And you can see it's connecting. It's getting what we needed to do. So we'll step, circle, throw that jab, duck, throw that jab, and he's already out of here, just off of the jab alone. Again, we're going to charge in like a bull with the jab, but we're also going to be cautious not to get hit. We'll do our level changes like that. Step in, circle, create a little distance, and then secure that jab again. Boom, there you go, step in jab. He is out of here. For this next matchup, we'll be using an early version of Rio because he has that outfighting jab, as you can see. We're hitting it from the outside. Pretty easy on Jason Azuma. Boom, check that out. Check out that jab. Beautiful. You gotta love this guy. If you're playing other versions of him, he's even more powerful. But we're gonna create that range, that distance management. Boom, hit him with the jab, hit him with the jab. It's all working out good. Circle. Do your best to create different situations. Maybe step out, pivot, go to their side, and keep using that jab, that range finder. We do a little jousting here. As you can see, he's more of an outfighter than an infighter with his long limbs. And from there, you'll want to incorporate the straight. So we'll use that jab, start setting it up, boom, straight, just like that. If you're playing a tall fighter, somewhat mid-range is going to be perfect for setting up a lot of shots, a lot of flurries, and then stepping out, getting out the way. So we'll go up close, throw a little body uppercut there to throw him off. Jab, 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 throw more straights, jab. We're a little too close for comfort, but we get that kind of mid-range, and we're start being able to fire off these combos. So keep practicing, figure out how to throw punches with the sway, step off of them like that, use that sway, step off the sway, and we'll keep working them, practicing that jab, jab, straight, maybe a little bit of body work in there. You throw them body uppercuts holding the sway and the uppercut button, and you'll be able to deplete their stamina very, very quickly. Oh, he dropped us, but how can we save this necessarily? Well, we're going to keep exercising those fundamentals that we know. Continue to interrupt. That jab is going to continue to interrupt. Body shot. Oh, body hook, and it's already over for him. In this matchup, we're going to try to incorporate hooks and uppercuts, which are close range attacks. We have Rio with this jab, which is, again, incredibly outfighting style. And we are going to just try to let him do his thing, use our distance management, get on the inside, throw that inside work, maybe set it up with the jab. Very hard, but we have to stay on the inside of this guy. Body. Yeah, there we go. A little more body. Oh, jabs. Body. Yeah, so them hooks up top you want to be very careful with because they do leave you vulnerable. Same with the uppercuts if you don't land them. But you can set up into them body uppercuts, body hooks. And the good thing about those is that's going to completely waste your opponent's stamina. So you want to sprinkle those in as much as possible. Especially when you're finding your range and you start to rip off combos, which I don't think we're doing yet because of this guy. But yeah, you start to rip off those combos, step out, throw a body uppercut if possible. Like that. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Body uppercut. We can see he's slowing down already. This Rio is definitely difficult. Body uppercut. Oh, hooks. Hooks up top to the head, to the body. Damn, he is fucking piecing us up a little. We gotta be careful. Don't want to get rocked like that. Let him throw his jab, sway, step out the way. Start incorporating everything else we taught. Oh shit. Okay, buddy. No, we don't want that. Once they start slowing down from body uppercuts and body hooks, just body strikes in general, you want to avoid them, especially if it's a character who can knock you down. Just as easy as that. Let's let him kind of rapid fire off there. Use your sway to build into that uppercut as well to the body. Or a hook. You want to step off too to get the angle on the body hook. And you may even want to throw little short punches like that to straight. Don't be afraid to throw that jab just as liberally as Rio does if you have to once you get the range. Don't let him just punish you like I'm doing though. Stay out the way of that shit. Oh my god. We want to slow down that jab as much as possible. Get on the inside. There we go. Upper, upper. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Jab. Upper again. There we go. So we're starting to nail him in the body now. I wouldn't worry about risking the uppercuts and such up top just yet, even though I'm landing some. Because you'll get nailed just like that. Step out. Let's go. Body. Look at that. He's starting to slow down already, I feel like. But he is as dangerous as ever, no matter what. Go body. Boom. There we go. Take his ass out. When you start wearing on your stamina, don't be afraid to start throwing up top now. Just like that. Boom, boom, boom. Body. Again, sprinkle that into the body. Don't be afraid once you start pulling it together. But when you're fighting dangerous people, always stay out of the way of their headshots. Just because someone's health or stamina is completely nuked does not mean you are safe to just fuck around. You'll find out in later story fights that even if you got their stamina completely wasted, someone can just drop your ass in one punch if you're not careful. So it's all about your head placement, what you're doing, and if you're sponging damage, well, you're liable or at risk to be knocked out. If you're off center when you're circling and you're missing, try to realize that or catch it as fast as possible. Look at that. Oh, try to catch that as fast as possible and reorient yourself using the analog stick. That way you're not just throwing empty shots. And damn, look at that. Even though his stamina's down, Rio is going to cook us. So step in, go on the inside just like real boxing. Inside, throw some punches, do your thing, but get out of the way after. Step out when you're finished punching. Don't just stand there, because you will take that damage. Be wary when you're using expert mode, or if you have a bunch of specials, not to overuse them, or you'll gas yourself super quickly. But here we go. We got these two boys fighting, the OGs, and we'll just see what we could do. We're going to start off circling, throwing that jab, getting out the way. We're going to let our guy here miss a punch or two, and we're just going to try to keep finding our range. Circle out. We're going to that dominant hand, but now we're circling the opposite direction. Throw to the body when we get the option. Throw them straights, get that range. Jab, 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 straight, body. Start reeling at that body. Maybe even throw a hook if we're feeling good, but as you can see, when it goes over top, there's a good punishment window there, which we can still dodge at. Maybe throw an upper if you're close enough, but again, be very careful. Maybe create those openings before you start throwing them. One to the body, jab, body, start throwing up top. There we go. You also have step-in versions of each punch. So we have the jab, the regular jab, just like that. But you also have the step-in, which, hold on, we'll get it out. There we go, just like that. So you can step in. A lot of the times it doesn't track well, but it is a good punch to throw. You also have the same for your straight. You have that step-in straight, which does hit hard. You have it with the hook too, but man, you can really miss that and get punished. Finding perfect range means that you'll be able to net off a lot of punches at once, especially if your opponent does not level change the way they're supposed to. But yeah. See, we're starting to get it now. We're using the stagger off the body punches to create opportunity to hit up top a little more. See? Like that. Get in. Throw that upper. Jab, jab, straight. Body. Up top a little more. Maybe throw some hooks, but he's ducking them for sure. Get that range, step out. Or step to the side, do a little pivot. And then step out. Don't be afraid to throw your combos. Again, be intelligent. Go in, throw your combos, step out. Get some distance, let them come after you. Go in, piece them up, step out, or pivot around them. Use that opportunity to create new punch angles. You want to always cut angles in this game. Cutting angles is one of the best things you could do. You have to be very aware in order to do it properly, but cutting angles in this game is amazing, and it's going to create all the progress you need. So this guy's pretty much done from the body shots, as you can tell. Now we're just piecing him up any type of way we like. Anything we want to set up on him, we're getting it. Do your sway, let your head bob up a little, and then throw those uppers. Don't be afraid to start going on a roll and just using them staggers to your advantage and feeling it out, figuring out exactly how you're going to set everything up. Jab, jab, circle to that dominant hand, body shots. Now we're just having our fucking way with him. Let's go. Body, body. Try not to circle into jabs, and like I said, that hook up top. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get him. Look, he's almost out of here. He don't have much left. Get creative and have fun with your knockdowns. Try to do all types of different stuff like it's Fight Night Champion, like that. And we'll run one more match here just to show the fundamentals with a character that doesn't have special moves, and that's incredibly helpful for showing off what we want to. See that body, circle around, get that jab, use head movement, step out, continue on, be intelligent. On expert mode, use those slight movements to get that proper circling. Get your speeds right. Jab, jab, jab. Ooh, run into something maybe. You'll be running into stuff. It's boxing, you know. You're liable to get hurt. Protect yourself at all times. You know what they say. Find that range. Hook, hook. Maybe get hit. Throw some to the body. Step out. Let them kind of throw their entire situation out. Gas themselves. Use that jab to create distance. Set up traps. Like that. To the body. Up top. Step in. Jab to the body. There we go. Get some parries. So you can parry by throwing the same punch at the same time. And that is harder to predict and figure out. And you'll be doing that probably on accident when you're first playing this. And you just need to feel that process out. And you'll start being able to get more intentional parries as you go. Circle towards that dominant hand, but then move. Throw that body jab. Throw that body jab again. Oh, to the body. Oh, up top. To the body again. Now we're throwing combos. Now we'll step out. Try to throw that straight. Step out. Throw that straight body. There we go. And I mean, Hammer now is getting rocks on us, but I don't think his punch accuracy is there. We have 139 punches thrown, 87 landed. He has 93 and 46 landed. Body, body, body. A lot of body shots up top, body. See if we can get them hooks. Maybe even a nice little uppercut. Uppercuts are a little more effective than hooks in close range. I think they do more damage, but they're just a little harder to land sometimes. Jab, 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 circle out. Boom, there we go. Let's get some interrupts. So like I said, when you throw your flurries and combos, you want to step out so you don't get punished. Just like that. So throw that, step out. Don't let him have enough time to hit you. Be very intelligent with your boxing. More intelligent than I'm being. And yeah, you're going to have a really good time with this. So he's kind of banging us up, but we got him. You can even, like I said, step in with your jabs like that. Step out. Step in. Sway, dodge. Step out, step in, step out, or we're just stepping in now. Just step in a bunch if you have to. Switch things up, don't become predictable. Use your jab though. Create that distance management. Use that jab, that jouster, that fucking fencing material. Boom, look at that. Body, body. Don't gas yourself throwing to the body, but do your best. Circle out using that jab. Find that distance. Get that perfect range, get them combos just like that. Oh, but then step out. Don't forget, step out. Ooh, don't get rocked either. More jabs circling into that dominant hand. Not great. There we go. Our boy might be finished. So he's definitely gassed from all that body work. Actually, yeah, he's pretty much done for. Hammer now isn't the hardest to fight, but again, we're just showing off a little fundamental boxing in this. Yeah, we're piecing him up quite a bit. He knows how to hit them body shots as well, but not as well as we do. Step out, get a better angle. When you step, you'll also get a different punch. Make sure to figure out sway counters too, just like that, sway counters. Something to experiment with. Took him down with the jab. It's just me and Duty low over here, and he don't want to go down. We're going to have to finish him off. There we go, that should be it. We're going to see about that, aren't we? Use that jab to circle out, get out the way. Throw more of the jab. Don't let him go low, though. Go low ourselves. Hopefully he doesn't get back up, but it looks like he's going to. No, he's laying in that position. That might be it for our boy, Hammer now. And that is the end of the video. The fundamentals of Hajime no Ippo, Victorious Boxers 2. Hopefully that helped you a little bit if you're new to the series. And sometime I'd like to go into the Japanese version where we talk about career mode. But for now, that is the end of this video. Thanks for watching.